Okay, hello people. Give me 1 sec. There we go. How is everybody feeling? It's evening here. Maybe it's morning, midday, wherever you're watching. I know that there's a lot of people watching me from the United States. So anywhere in between, don't know, I guess like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and like 10 in the morning or something, US time zones. People might be watching. Anyways, hello, welcome. Today's stream will be something interesting. First, I need to quickly make sure I get all of my weeklies done because I didn't do them yet, because I spent a lot of time on this Zephyr video which I released about tornadoes. Make sure to check that out if you haven't already. I linked it in the description. But yeah, so weeklies first. So let's get going. Oh, don't mind me. I wasn't looking at anything. Okay. Let's get this temporal Archimedia done quickly. Hopefully this goes smoothly and then we can transition into actually doing the thing that the title is for. I hope some people will join because I do want to give away stuff. New Zealand! My god. Completely other side of the world. That's cool to hear. At least people are still playing the weeklies this late in the week. Well, okay. Don't want to leave these bubbles, I guess. Otherwise I will have a bad time. I need to get some invisibility going. This is not helping my case. I don't have enough energy to cast anything. Aha. I may just rage quit this. Lamau. Brazil, hello, welcome. This almost feels like Tomorrowland, waving flags, right? Big music festival, everybody puts their flags up. Always interesting to see. I remember when I was at one of those music festivals and somebody said, the mic dude, the MC, he said like, put your flags up, and then he shouted out Amsterdam. I was like, Amsterdam is not a country, you dumbass. It's a city. Amsterdam is not a country, thank you. But I guess at this point, all the stories about Amsterdam exceed stories about the Netherlands. So let's fix this build because this didn't work. I had no energy. There's a 75% energy reduction on me, so I need flow. So I'll drop some duration. Don't have enough space for that. What the hell? I guess I'll drop stretch and then compensate with auger reach and then put flow in the other slot. No, it doesn't. Fucking. There we go. 530 minus 75%. Let's get the calculator up. You guys don't see this. We're on 132 energy. Can we cast this? No, that's 155. So I cannot even cast my 4, so I need more energy. Armor? Battery? Arcane battery? No. I'll drop this. Definitely want energy nexus. 755 minus 75%, 188. Okay, so we can at least cast shit. Maybe I drop Blind Rage because it's Octavia and I want duration anyway. Then I could run some efficiency instead to circumvent this insane energy pool that I have to deal with. This build needs some Omniforma for real. Duration is high, okay. Do we have anything to put in that slot? Maybe Cunning Drift? Question mark? Speed Drift? Sure, whatever, bro. Okay. Well, let's see if there's another squad that I can actually join.
Get your loadout ready because once you're locked in, I cannot pull you out without the whole run going to hell.
Let's hope this goes better.
Belmir and Minerva are ready when you are. Stand by for 10.
Portal. There. Run, 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 go, go, go. We have big box in the house. We're not alone. Ah, look, now I can actually get my invisibility and survive. Let's go to this hell scrubber. So, about to die. There we go. That's better. Can we use some gear as well? Ancient Protector, Dante Spectre, get the whole squad over here. The only thing I'm worrying about is the Legicide Harvest. Other than that, this week's Temporal Archimedia looked okay. Last week's were harder with 2 assassinations. God. But yeah, I've just been busting my ass off on that Separate Tornadoes video, so I didn't have the time to do any of my weeklies yet. But I do want those juicy Archon shards, you know, those blue shards that I always get. Definitely want more of those. What the hell happened? Kind of want to make sure that there's no spores on this. But I can't seem to... There we go. Can't seem to remove them. Where's the rest of the squad anyway? Over here. What's up, dudes? So... enjoy some Octavia buffs. Enjoy some invisibility. Almost invincibility, to be fair. Apparently these guys, these dedicants, are getting a HP nerf in an upcoming update. It almost seems like DE is walking back on all of their damage attenuation nonsense. We'll have to see how long that holds up. Kill Babao. Sure. You say Babao, I say kill. Have an orb. Someone has a fan more, let's go to it. Gotta finish my calendar and my Deviri. Man, Deviri... I think I still don't have all of the Incarnons, just because I never feel like farming Pathos Clamps. it's such a drag. Doing the circuit for the first couple of times was fun, and then at some point it just gets like mind-numbing. Also, whenever you don't roll something that you have actually built or feel like playing, it feels so bad. You're like, just... I don't know. Usually in these roguelite type of experiences, you have like sort of wild cards that you can use, right? We should get the same sort of system where if you complete the circuit you unlock a wild card, and then the next circuit you play you can choose whatever loadout. That would be amazing. Death by 1,000 cuts on this baba. It's the only way. The only damage attenuating way. Better to deal 1,000,000 times 1 damage in as little time as possible than to deal 1,000,000, because that will be scaled down anyway. Okay. I don't think people are even like recognizing that there's an Octavia in the squad, because I don't see anyone spamming crouch. My brother. I can't see! Let me actually up my FPS cap. So I was still playing on 75 Hz to save on some performance while recording stuff for the video. Didn't seem to help much. Okay. Guess I'm tied to the host performance. The joys of peer-to-peer connection. You can facilitate all the lag you want. Yeah, that guy's on Wisp with a Fenmore as well. Bro, that's just easy clap. I can't say that I can't really complain because Octavia and invisibility, but my weapons were kind of ass. I have a nuker, which apparently has a massive issue with ammo, because I keep running out of it. There's no ammo efficiency on this. Just rips through it. I'm probably doing the Archimedes only and then transitioning into the relics. The Archimedes are the only real rewards anyway. You have the Netracell, but whatever. And I believe the Archon this week is like a yellow shard, which I have plenty of, so. Blue ones I don't even do anymore, really. Yellow ones I do if I don't know, if I feel like it. And the red ones I always try to grind those ones out. One more minute of this misery. Just finished Temporo, got Wisp and Bolter. I don't know, for me the style set is especially laggy as well at the moment. I'm on like 60 FPS, which usually is not the case. And I don't even have my visuals ramped up or anything. I think it's really peer-to-peer issues with ping. Because for some reason the ping also... If you have high ping, you get lower FPS in this game. It's crazy. I swear. Also, the amount of effects going on right now is hard to comprehend, so... I can imagine my PC struggling. Also, after being put through an entire day of like editing a video, rendering it out. My PC is screaming. I really need more VRAM at this point. Shit's getting out of hand. I try to multitask, but I just can't. Like everything crashes on me. Where the hell is this extraction really? Aha. Here we go. Figured it out. I may not even be lost. Yeah, I caught up with someone. There we go. Yeah, even in the load screen it's like quite low FPS. Oh well. The good thing about FPS, if you watch the new video, is that you have less damage attenuation. At least if you're hosting. If you're not hosting, shit out of luck. Elemental vines. Southforge yellow. Let's go, boys. It's our big day. Oh, this. Look at this buttery smooth. Well, you can't really notice it because the YouTube won't go above 60. But my god, is this buttery smooth all of a sudden? I'm on 144. My god, this. Oh my god. Going from 70-ish to like 140 FPS is such a big difference. It's actually crazy. Unfortunately, I don't seem to get host very often. And you're not interested in solo 6 times Legicides? No? Really? I thought that was what everybody liked in this new game mode. That you have 6 of these way too tanky fuckers to whittle down. And weapons that usually deal billions of damage only do like 100k because game. And there's no way to up it. I think I said this in a recent stream as well. I was like, it's fine that they have damage attenuation, but at least give us like some weak spots to hit that bypass it or are attenuating less or whatever, bro. But like if I deal headshots on this guy in a bit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's headshots or body shots. It's literally all the same damage. It's fucking stupid. Apparently if you're playing Gara, you can imprison these dudes. If you use your 4th ability, they don't move out of the shield range for some reason. They're like unable, they just get dumb monkey brain and then they can't move out of it. So they can't even escape like this. Which is the most annoying part. You can't even like lock them down. Like Magus lockdown doesn't work, nothing works, bro. And here I am just shooting at this guy with a Mutalist Cernos dealing like 500 damage. Fuck. He might escape, honestly. Unless he gets stuck in a corner like this. Let's go. I'm all out of ammo. I only have my melee. Okay. Unmodded melee. Here we go. I guess I'll try to mark this dude. Oh no. Where's the wisp with the Fenmore? Yeah, allowing to escape, I know, it's going to because it has like 1,000,000 HP and I have shitty weapons with no ammo. Did we still get it? Okay, my god. Maybe it's time for some specters that actually have ammo and deal damage. There you go. Maybe the Tenno Spectre will bypass damage attenuation. I know they do it on some enemies. I think I hear this key, but I'm not sure. The moaning. Wait, I may have... Aha. Ammo pads. Damn. Very well. Here they are. Suffering. Mod. Okay, well, there we go. Well, level 1, level 1. It's all level 1. There you go. That was all my ammo. Help. Please help. I have no ammo. One of the first things I'm doing is fixing this new core setup if I ever need to use it again. Then we need to do it again. Oh my god. This is so much fun. Aren't we having fun, chat? We're having so much fun. I love killing Legicides. It's my favorite thing to do in Warframe. Makes me so happy. Warm and fuzzy inside. Oh, I love it so much. Especially when it rewards me after all this effort with a blue shard. Can you imagine how good that would feel? Oh, actually, I might be better off using my operator next time. Guys, help! Guys, help! Help me. Help, mate. Please. I'm right here. I'm here somewhere. Help me, help me. Never mind. Just press a button on. Thanks. Got you, buddy. Bro, what's going on? Am I standing in like pools of shit that kill me instantly? What's happening? Wait, I'll res my guy so he can res me. Do your job. I'm right here. I'm right here, big box. Thanks, brother. Okay, let's get this lag aside. Not that I will be of great use, but... Okay, where, what? Here we go. Time for my 7 nuclear ammo. Boom. It would be cool if it actually attacked Octavia's mallet, but it doesn't. As long as we get one, I'm happy. Ooh, gas damage. Yeah. A magazine of gas damage? I don't mind if I do. Oh, the slash effect. Mission is 8. Big box! No, big box! I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. I have like 5. We might fail this mission, honestly. If we fail this, I'm not doing it again. Like, literally. I will just say, like, bye, have fun, I'm out. There's no way. Because I'm not doing this again. Big box shares our struggles. Time to look at a post-mission screen to see if people will get it. I don't think so. They're gonna escape. I don't know if you fail the mission if they escape.
Really?
You do! That's insane. Okay, I'm not doing this again. Fuck that. Bro, fuck that. I'm not doing that again. Not with my setup. I can't even deal damage to it. Like, I have no ammo in my guns. I can't do anything. Honestly, not worth the trouble. Bye. I'll go and check Deimos to see if that's any better. And if not, then... YOLO. Deimos. Wow, what do we have going on Deimos? Never doing a legicide harvest in my life again, brother. No shot. Not worth my time. Wait, it's this one. Here we go. Gara, good start. Exterminate mere defense disruption. Gara's a goated pick. Gara Boltor. Transference is blocked. Max energy reduced. Gear cannot be used. Everything is so bad, man. Bah. So, Gara Boltor. Compressor. Okay. Goliath, I guess. And then I keep... Do I keep the gear or do I keep operator? I guess I keep operator. Energy reduced is also really shitty though. I might save on this one. Do these 3. Okay, let's get this build. So I go Gara. Boltor. Compressor prime incoming. Ureli prime confirmed, by the way. Goliath. Okay, sure. Vazarin is fine, I guess. That's fine. Do we have going on here? Sure. So take this, and this, and this. Everything is bad, but this should not be a problem because we're killing everything. Actually, hold up. I need to leave the Anatomica. I'm gonna change the helmet that I have on this from the 4 to the 3. Drop precision intensifier. Thank you very much for the compliment on the fashion. Infused in config A, so we put it back in config A. We need calx and bile. Should be enough. Yes. We infuse it in the 3 for the A. Okay. Sometimes I like to fiddle around with odd colors like this. You never know, sometimes it works. This sort of works. I don't love it. I also don't hate it. Like, I'm not sure about the bronze, but it was hard to find another sort of metallic color that would fit the neon green. Like silver would be okay, but it would blend in too much to the white, so I needed something to contrast everything. Okay. Let's try this Archimedia instead, because the other one is... Pwah. Nope. Nope.
Let's at least pretend this mess can still work.
Arcane Hotshot is more of a meme than it is a needed slot anyway. And at the point where it does become complete meta, I'll just buy it for some platinum. While I'm here, let's check this guy before I forget. A red shard? Baby, sign me up. That's why if you color him red, if you make him red like this, the red bird, he will give you more red shards, by the way. This is 100% confirmed, not at all bullshit, by the way. For real. Swear on my nan's grave. How did I instantly go to the back rooms? I set it as my base. You can change your base from the orbiter to the back rooms if you want to. I'm not entirely sure how I did it, but there's an option to do that. I think you can select it on the world map or something. You can do the same thing, pardon me, with Carl's camp, I think, on Earth. You like change your base of operations or whatever they refer to. Oh yeah, I don't have operator right now. Ah, haha, I don't have operator. It's fine, I'm dealing 400k. Also a bit peculiar how I wasn't holding any weapons. I don't know how that works. Also peculiar how I don't see my... It's on the flippin' Talos bolter, isn't it? My Incarnon. Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh no. I got the wrong bolter. Today's not my day. It'll be fine though. I'll make do. Still better than the Surinals I had earlier. I love damage attenuation. Whee! Grizzlings, necromax, everything. Damage attenuation. Ooh, so much fun. Oh, someone got it. Okay. Defense field. Oh my god, it's the modifier where you have to defend the things. Okay. Okay, okay. Sure. I guess I'll put my... I can't? I can't even put the 4 on it. Why? It just shatters. Look at that, it just shatters if I put it on there. Guess I'll defend this down. There we go. I guess I'm the defense character, so I have to play. You can select backroom from your ship. I think you gotta hop to your POM PC. There's a lot of those. Yes. It says yes. Sort of a stick logo. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a weird stick type of logo. Exactly like you're saying. Thanks for pointing that out. Also, welcome back. Welcome back to Richard. Okay, I would be on defense duty, but I see a necromatite here, so I may as well just try and do something about it. Not that I'm doing much. There you go. This is more fun to me than the Legicide Harvest. Let's never talk about that again. Let's forget that happened. I don't have temporal... I don't like temporal Archimedia, so I have temporal amnesia. I'll defend! I'll defend! Leave this... Okay, now it doesn't break instantly. That was so odd. I don't know why it broke immediately. The last one. I did so much there. 1.4k damage. It's all me, guys. Could get at least faster completion for circuits. Hour or more, yeah. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people in your party just quit and then you can't really get the goods, the boosts in the XP. But just stay for like 1 or 2 rounds and then they leave because they don't like their warframe or whatever, right? Thanks. $12 million damage. Defense failed because I didn't protect the objective. High level Warframe gameplay, by the way. Can we grab this? Okay, let's get this, guys. Let's get this. Don't mind us doing 3 rotations in something that should only take 2. Maybe even 4 rotations. Would it be the health drain that... No. Here you go, boys. More status effects for your condition overload. That's the best I can contribute. What mastery rank am I? I think I'm like mastery legendary 2. Yeah, legendary 2. I don't know. I sort of gave up after mastery rank 30. I was like, okay, I unlocked those things in the relays. Now it's whatever. Do I care that much about having one extra trade to do? It's not like I'm trading that much. Like general gameplay wise, I'm not trading that much. Of course I do have periods where I do trade a lot, but day to day I barely do any trades. The mastery rank for the syndicates is like, eh. I don't know. Everything sort of starts again. Maybe it's because it's an electrified conduit and it immediately destroys my shield. I think that's it. It would have to be. So yeah, legendary 2 at the moment. I might at some point do like some grinds on stream for weapons and mastery ranks that I need. It's mostly Kuva weapons and Tenet weapons, which I don't have, and either I don't have them or I don't have like 6 forma in them that you need, or 5 I think, for the extra 10 levels. So I may do that at some point. Also because at some point I stopped playing for a long time. I think from like 2018, 19 until 2022 I stopped playing. Like 4 years straight. Before that I played a lot. From 2015 to 2018 I played a lot. And 18 until 22 I didn't play that much. And then 22 onwards I got Warframe on PC, so I could actually switch. Hold on, I am defending this blue one. I was like, am I defending anything? But I am. There you go. Okay, one more, guys. First milestone was 16, so you could use all weapons. Yeah, exactly. You will get there at some point. Like, if you just passively play the game and have fun, then the mastery rank is a side note anyway. Mastery rank is not a good indicator of how good you are at the game or how well versed you are in Warframe. There's people that just play one setup that they like a lot, and they know a lot about that one setup. Like, they know everything, every little detail. Like, they may have, I don't know, 5 mags, for instance, you know? All for different builds, different gameplay styles and everything. That's also part of the beauty of Warframe. You can play it however you want, at whatever pace you like. I also find it not as bad coming back from the game, because I did have this long hiatus from like 2018 till 2022. And a lot of stuff changed between that period for the game. And coming back, it was relatively easy to just jump back in and get grinding, get my stuff back together, and get all the good loadouts sorted out in maybe like a month or so. One of the biggest contributing factors to that was my ability to just splurge a bunch of platinum on shit that I didn't have, which I feel like I know a lot of people don't have that luxury because they weren't like avid traders back in the day. But my god, if you have some platinum and you come back to Warframe after not playing for 2 years, you can just buy everything straight up and buy power, which I don't know. You could argue that that's also very unhealthy for the game, in a sense. And in that like, from that angle, you could also view Warframe as pay to win, to a certain extent. It's a lot of stuff you can pay for. Just get some platinum. I guess the best comeback to that would be, well, you can get platinum by trading for free, so it's not necessarily pay to win, but it's, I guess it's like pay to skip mostly. Destroyed my own shield. This needs to be a bigger one. There you go. And I instantly destroy it. I can also just stand here and nuke them out. I don't necessarily want to do that. Oops. Maybe I'll just play the fetcher and get all of this stuff. Has anybody played the Oblivion remaster? Listening to the music in the background right now. I've been playing it for a little bit. I did play the original Oblivion, not too much. Like I played a couple of the main quests, and then at some point I lost interest. But so far I've been playing it for a little bit, and I've been like, it's been a chill time. 72-hour crafting time, definitely paid to skip. Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. Like, that's the last thing I would really use my platinum on, like skipping crafts, but that is a good point. It's literally paid to skip. Just buy things that I straight up won't have time or patience to go after. Yeah, that's sort of how I go about it as well. If new things in an update drop and I'm like, I won't be playing this mode that much, or I don't know, it feels like too much of a hassle, I just splurge some platinum on it from the market, either from the in-game market or just trading with a couple of players, especially with new mods and things like that. Pay not to play, yeah. I'm just sort of going back through the comments, pay not to play. Very. Kind of a weird one. I guess that's also why it's in some ways killed the fun for me a little bit. Because I am lazy, so I'm like, if I can buy it, I will just buy it. But then I rob myself from the experience of the grind, you know? Which, I don't know, I guess I'm rather indifferent about. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm happy about skipping the grind, but I'm also definitely not sad about skipping the grind. I think for me it boils down to when you're in the Warframe endgame, quote unquote, it becomes this thing where you're like, just do whatever you want to do, play whatever you want to play. I think that's true endgame, where you can do whatever you want in the game which you think is most fun. Level cap survival, I don't know. Fashion frame. Insane trading, trying to get to 1 million platinum. We got mirror defense relics? No. No, Mayor Lancaster. Look at the little little brackets behind the title. I needed to do my weeklies first. I failed Temporal Archimedia because I couldn't do Legacite Harvest because I had shit DPS. At least my weapons wouldn't be shit DPS if Legacites didn't have a metric fuckload of damage attenuation, but they do, so. We deal with it, we deal with it. Anyway, I failed that mission and I was like, I don't want to be playing this. So I just went to normal EDA and now I'm doing this, and then once I'm done, I'm on the relic grind. I might actually do some like comparisons between popular speedrunning relic setups. See which is really the most effective. I'm guessing Titania, but we could get some data on that. It would be interesting to maybe make a video on that. Optimal speed farming build in Warframe. Pay not to play doesn't apply to skipping crafts, but usually this crafting time to do other in-game stuff. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind the crafts too much. It's only really an issue in the beginning of the game, where you're literally sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting on stuff to finish crafting. But I think in a lot of the early game they try to change the crafting times for some warframes and things. Like I know that the crafting time for Rhino is shorter than it was before. I think instead of like regular Rhino in that case, I think it used to be something like 3 days, just regular crafting time, and they shortened it in the end to 1 day, I think. Yeah, I agree, Rasmodeus. .30 seconds left on this one. My issue is on the item amounts. 12 hours in between rare materials is far more than for needing the parts to craft 12 hours and then the whole 2. Yeah, I agree. Tempted on paying to skip my lunch, turns out I don't even have to play her that much. What I do use a lot of my platinum on is the Orkin catalysts and reactors. Whenever I make a new build and I see that I don't have a reactor or whatever installed, I'm like, yeah, sure, take my 20 platinum, here you go. Chests are cool, bro. Chesakubro is nice for the loot. I still, if I'm doing something along the lines of XP or leveling, I still like this Mitakavat with the charm mod. Oh my god, this defense objective is almost fucking done for. Oh, yeah, yeah. See if we can get some reinforcement going on this. That ain't looking good, boys. I also enjoy using the Panzer Vulpaphyla on a lot of my builds, and that's mainly because it gets me a source of viral for which I do not have to mod or need abilities for, things like that. It's just sort of passively priming everything, which is nice. Outsourcing that. It's pretty good. Hello, Leonardo. I'm doing quite well. How are you? Are you ready to maybe get some gold rewards in a bit? Is the idea. Once I finish this weekly, we are good to go. Panzer Vulpaphyla is my favorite, but hey, they steal kills a lot. True. I don't know if companion kills... I think companion kills actually transfer to everything that's equipped affinity-wise. So you can still get XP from it. I've actually been contemplating making a little PSA about Smitakavats as well as... if you want to like passively level in a squad, using the phosphors that get you way more affinity range, so you can just sort of like passively level all of your stuff more easily. Because usually whenever you are doing something like a survival, people like to run away to chase the kills and then they're not in affinity range anymore. So using phosphors helps with that. Richard doing God's work. Asking for the likes on the stream. That's my job. I should be begging for the likes. I'm the YouTuber, right? No. They don't steal affinity, but they steal priming of abilities. Ah, yeah. I see, I see. Yeah, anything that like scales off of kills or damage done by the player gets hindered. I see your point. I think overall the Panzer Vulpaphyla is the best companion in the entire game though. 100%. Just the fact that you have the loot mod on there, you have like the vicious bond for the armor strip that works. You have the viral from viral quills. It's just too good to pass up on. However, if we are talking about Sentinels, the Nautilus or the Worm Prime are also very good contenders for a companion slot. The biggest problem I just have at the moment is that they didn't really fix anything. Like it used to be the case where the argument against Smitakavats would be something like, well, it's like a must pick. Otherwise I'm losing out on all of this loot. If I don't pick a Smitakavat, I'm losing out. But basically nowadays it's like, if I am not choosing a beast companion, I am losing out. If I want to run a Sentinel, I don't have any loot mods. I guess I have like spare parts, but what's that realistically gonna do for me? I like how they put the easiest mission on the end. Thanks, DE. Thanks. Great stuff. Quick tip, if you ever have something that you need to pick up, you can roll over it and instantly spam your pickup trigger to pick it up and keep moving like that. It's very helpful in game modes where you have like excavators and you need to port cells around or whatever. Just dodge roll over them and spam the interact button at the same time and you can keep moving. Chess has a mini necros. It's fun to have a mini necros around. It's always fun to have a mini necros around. It's even better to have a big necros around in your squad. You're very chill? Good. Good. Sure, if you have any questions, just ask them, and either people in chat are very knowledgeable, or I can try to answer your question. I'd rather take a stance mod that makes me the answer to further. The Durga is also very underrated, you're right. As long as you have something that can slot Tenacious Bond. Tenacious Bond is such a fucking hard carry mod, it's crazy. So good. Tauforge Dread. Oh boy. It was worth it. We love Tauforge Dreads over here. We definitely do. $40,000 plat. How did I get that? What's the best farm? I mostly got it via trading. I think like 90% of the platinum I got is via trading. I also am someone who does spend money on the game whenever there's a prime access because I like the accessories. So whenever there's packs with accessories like this Tennokan bundle that usually has some plat as well, but I like any Syandana or like primed armor sets. I'm a big sucker for fashion frame. So I have most of these. This is from Necros Prime. This is a Prime armor set. This is from Volt Prime. This is, I believe, from Gauss Prime, Octavia Prime. So I have a load of those bought. But usually what I do with that platinum is I try to invest it in things. And this sounds a bit like I'm a finance bro telling you to invest into the next shitcoin. But what it basically boils down to is that you can look at items in game which are either over or undervalued. You buy them up and then you sell them at a later date when value sort of rises back up. So what happened with one of the events that happened not too long ago, it was the Jade event with the elevator where you could buy a bunch of arcanes. I think like a couple of months ago, maybe now 4 or 5 months ago, January I think. You could buy arcanes like arcane. Wait, I can actually sort on number owned. So I just bought an absolute metric ton of arcane furies. And at the moment per set, these are now selling for 270 platinum, and I bought most of them at around 120 to 150, which means that if I would sell the entire stack right now, this is about 100 sets more or less, I would be making, what, 100 times 150 platinum, something along those lines. So that's 15,000 platinum from buying and selling stuff, but of course that means you need to have a large reserve already. So you won't get there immediately. The way I built up most of my platinum in the beginning was by upselling items. So for instance, if you have loose arcane graces, usually if you have a rank 0 arcane, these are cheaper to buy than rank 5 arcanes because it's just more effort. So people want to pay more for a rank 5 arcane because it saves them the hassle of having to trade a bunch of unranked arcanes, wasting their trades, and just in general it's a time save. And like we've just discussed, Warframe is about skipping time and making sure you're efficient, so people like to spend more platinum for time saved. So basically what you do is you buy up from trade chat or from online, the Warframe market, buy rank 0s from an arcane that you like. I would suggest Fury, Avenger, not really. Fury and Aegis are good ones. Buy unranked. then wait until you have 21, then sell a rank 5 for a small amount of profit. If you are really starting from 0, farming relics is the way to go. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And what you do there is you just farm up a whole bunch of relics. And then what you can do is you can go to your inventory. And I would highly recommend a lacquer frame for this, which I'll actually boot up and then I can pull it up to show you. If you go to your prime parts here, which I think is here, you can see these Acarius Prime set, for instance. I have 1 set of this at the moment, but let's say I want to sell 2 sets. I'm missing 1 prime barrel. Usually the whole set, again, sells for more than a singular part. So what I would do in this case is I would buy, I just did a bunch of farming. These are the parts I have. I buy 1 Acarius Prime barrel. That costs me, don't know, let's say 5 platinum, and then I sell the set for 15. That means even though I spent 5, I make 10, so I have a 10 platinum profit. If I do that for everything, try to complete sets and sell all of your prime sets that are also, that people want to have. You can make some quick change like that. What people also like to do all the way in the beginning is sell for ducats, which means that you can see here the Acarius Prime sells for 100 ducats. Usually people are willing to pay a certain amount of platinum in exchange for what the ducat value of the item is. On Warframe Market, there's a tool that's called the Ducanator, I believe. If you filter on highest platinum, you can see which parts are most wanted for their, well, least wanted for their value, so you can exchange them for ducats, but the other way around, you can see which ones are worth most platinum for the least amount of ducats, etc., etc. You can use that tool to discern whether a part is worth selling or not, or keeping or not. Usually what people do is they do a full trade of 6 items, and then they say, for instance, I give you 2 platinum for a part that's worth 15 or 25 ducats. I give you 3 platinum for a part that's worth 45, 4 platinum for one that's 65, and like 5 platinum for one that's 100 ducats. But if you do that rigorously every day and you trade every day, make sure you spend all of your trades every day doing that, you can make like, I don't know, maybe 200, 300 platinum in a week. And then from there on, you can actually start to gain some traction. But it will take a long time in the beginning. It's just like in real life capitalism. The moment you have money, you can easily make more money. But getting there is the hard part. And in general, there's also some things like I sometimes, this is mostly members only, where I give advice on items that I would buy. One of the items I would be buying right now is this mod, Biotic Rounds, which is one of the augment mods. For the AX52, this will rotate out of the night wave, which means that the supply will be dampened, like there won't be any supply of this mod anymore. So what you can do is you can just buy up a bunch of these, wait for the price to increase a little bit, maybe buy like 15 platinum, and then sell your entire stack for a little bit of extra change. Warframe Market bid ask spread abusing. Exactly. It's in March. Oh, the event was in March? Okay, sorry. I live, my sense of time is a bit odd lately. A good thing to know too is don't forget that there's sellers list on Warframe Market. The price disparity between buyers and sellers might be great. Always try to go for the seller's price. Exactly. Try to negotiate towards the seller's price, because that's, the buyers always want to get a cheap deal. So in general, it's always advised to try and upsell. But always the most important thing is that you end up selling something, because holding on to something that you actually want to sell is bad. Having a bunch of stock that doesn't sell is bad. And one of the farms that unlocks later in the game, which is always worthy to mention is Void Cascade. So Void Fissures, and then sometimes here you get Void Cascade. If you have a mod drop booster, at the moment I do not, I think. No, if you have a mod drop booster, you will get double the arcanes from Void Cascades, and you can exchange those either for platinum by trading them. So there's some of them that are worth decent amounts of platinum, like 50 per set, so 21 arcanes, 50 platinum. Or what you can do is the ones that are not really wanted, so anything that's worth less than, I would say, 20 platinum per set, I would convert into phosphor and then exchange that for Eidolon arcane packs. And I do have some content on my channel that went into drop rates for those packs. And I have a spreadsheet linked in that description as well, and on the channel in one of the posts, which may be members only. I only have 10 plats. Just open relic. Exactly. Open your relics, get sets, especially Warframe sets. The weapon sets less. There's some weapon sets that are good, but most not really. And what you can look out for is that some sets will rotate in and out of being vaulted, so they will not be, or well, they will be harder to acquire. And you can check these sets at Maru's Bazaar at Vazaria or Varzia. Maybe Varzia. I always mess the name up. Hold on. Maru. Varzia, see? I messed up the name. I always call her Vazaria. But over here you can see which ones are unvaulted. So if you get Aya, which you can get from the open worlds, if you do bounty missions, you can get these relics. You will also see people in trade chat being like, blah 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 Aya, like Aya relics. So if I would put a filter on Aya, I will probably find people saying want to buy Aya relics or something along those lines. So if you have Aya, what you could also do is get some of these relics for people and then trade those. Or crazier people in the game that are starting out and don't have a metric ton of relics to start out with also like to buy Axie relics, for instance, like 6 Axie relics for 4 platinum, whatever. But yeah, I won't go too much into all of the trading nonsense because I can do an entire stream on that probably. But yeah, one of the tools I would recommend is a Leica frame. So let me see if I can pull it up. I do have a thing for it. Leica frame. I guess people will see this. Let me try and drag it into frame. So this is a third-party tool, so use at your own discretion. I have been using this since forever. It's PC only, so do note it's only on PC. But what you can see here is, this is basically your foundry, so all of the frames you've had, frames you've already subsumed or not. You can also see where your shards are here, so you don't have to go through your arsenal to see what kind of shards are where. This is very quality of life. Over here you can see which frames are in prime resurgence, so unvaulted. You can see whatever Barrow has, if Barrow has anything. You can see cycles, the night cycle for Eidolon hunting, cold, warm cycles on Orb Vallis, Cambium. You can see the Void Fissures, which you can filter for either normal or steel path. And you can even set notifications for things. So let's say I want to have notifications for any disruption, any survival, and any Void Cascade. I can turn on notifications, and when I'm playing, I will get a notification, hey, you might be doing something else, but here you can hop into a Void Cascade and make sure you do that. So that's also very nice. And then circuit, you also get your choices. So yeah. And then there's a mastery helper, which shows you which things you still need to level for XP, which is also helpful. And then you see a little progression bar going up. And then the relic planner This basically scans all of your relics, and then out of the database, which is linked to Warframe Market, it figures out which is the best relic to run for the most amount of platinum. So for me at the moment, that would be Meso A4. And then usually this also has different values for whether you run it Radiant, whether you run it solo or in a squad, because it affects the chances of you getting the rare item, right? There's also a tab for Riven mods, so you can see the Rivens are graded, so you can see whether it's a good Riven generally or not. Something with an orange star is extra good. You also have your Warframe Market tab where you can put your sell and buys. There's trading analytics, which I don't have, but there are some stats as well that you can look at. So this may be interesting to see. Is my platinum over time, is this graph. So basically when I started on PC, I started out with 35k, which I got from PlayStation. It dipped because I bought a whole bunch of Arcanes and Seren Prime sets, and I bought a ton of Arcane Energize. And then at some point, I saw that Energize was back on the menu, boys. So I sold all my Energize in one day and made 9k, which is the most profitable days ever since. And then over here, there was another Arcane event, so I dumped all of my platinum again, and then slowly over time, I sold all of these Arcanes again, crept back up to 73k, slowly sort of went down here and there, investing in stuff like mods. Here it jumped up because I saw that there was a new event being announced, so I sold all of my Arcane Energizes that were still underpriced or not really making profit, because I didn't want to eat the deficit, so I just sold all of them. And then it went all the way down again, all the way to 38k, because I bought those like 4,000 Arcane Fury / Arcane Avengers you saw. And then what it also tracks is all of your sales and buys, basically. So here's a hotshot I sold for 1,450. So this is what I did the other week, where I bought a whole bunch of hotshots from the market until I had 21, and then I sold them for, I think it was like 200 platinum profit or something. I was like, I don't have anything to do today. Let's buy and sell some hotshots. But yeah, it tracks all of your trades, so you can go all the way back, which is quite nice. And then it tracks your ducats, endo credits, everything. Days played, daily trades. So yeah, definitely recommend checking this out if you are on PC. Anyway, with that trading bonanza out of the way, let's actually get to relics. If there's people who want to join, let me say that you can do something like if you just whisper me in game with /WKCOO corner, and then whatever you want to put, then I can invite you to the squad if you want to join along. And like I said in the title, any gold reward that I get will be for chat, so I will need to be on wearing. Cool. I might do some trade streams in the future. Markets 101. Yeah. There's also a video. It's with Citrine gameplay on the background. Let me see if I can find it. I may be able to. I was talking about trading in that as well. How old is that? Ooh, that's an old video already. Been doing this for a little over a year now, guys. Maybe I'll do a video. I've been making Warframe content for 1 year. This is how much I made. Let's see, easy platinum with these items. So this video will be outdated, but I do cover some Trading basics. So that also went a little bit over how you can grow your platinum stack. You can check in your marketplace, usually in the plat shop. In the home base, bottom of the list. You what? Over here? Ah, here, Prime Resurgence. Oh shit. I didn't even know this was here. That's sick. I don't have this. Let's get this. This looks horrible. Oh wait, it's leaves? Oh, it's leaves. Ah, this would be cool on Oberon maybe. Is it Aya? It's Aya, I'll get it if I can. One of the worst investments I've made was Glaive Prime sets. That cost me so much. Okay, well, it seems that nobody wants to join, so you all are just chilling, watching the stream in the background or doing something else, which is completely fine. So let's just get soloing. So whenever I do relics, I go to normal, the origin system. You save me 12 seconds, but you know, Rasmodeus, this is exactly the thing. Saving 12 seconds once is not that big of a deal, but saving 12 seconds 1,000 times is a lot of seconds. That's a lot of time saved. Okay, and then we're looking for any exterminates, captures, possibly rescues, but Lith Exterminate is goated. So we take our Titania. I think I'll mainly be running Titania for this. Let me check the builds, check the shards. Preparation, some range, whoa. Oh yeah, sure. This is whatever. Then let me check shards. It's okay, and okay, whatever. We're good. We're back. I have a baby at home, so there will be a lot of tuning out to check out. No worries. Congratulations on your newborn, by the way. We're getting old, guys. We're getting towards... I know most of the people that view my stuff are within the same sort of age demographic as myself, so... What am I up to? I'm doing the relics right now. At least starting to do them. I asked chat if people wanted to join, but nobody really whispered me, so... In that case, we just start blasting on our own. So I could do... I'm looking at the Lacquer frame, which is also on the screen right now. Hey, we have someone. Welcome. Also, time for you. So you know it's a stream delay. I'm not delaying the stream on purpose. Sorry, it was an Archon. No worries, no worries. Let's run some of these exterminates. I will warn you, I will be going fast. But we should be fine. Is there anything people need? Do people need anything like Revenant Prime blueprints or whatever? I don't know. Do you need Revenant Prime blueprints, chat? What do you need? You're getting the gold rewards here. I'll be on soon. How long will you be live? Depends. It's like almost 12 my time. I will be on for about another hour and a half maybe. At most. Baby's not mine, it's your sister's. God. And then you have to take care of your your sister's baby? Come on. No, it's all good. Equinox. God, do we even have Equinox? Can I join? Yeah, sure. I don't have any Equinox relics. Well, not lit anyway. Let me look at Omnia. I do have some Equinox. You can go for Equinox Prime Systems. I'll look for Equinox Prime Systems. But that's Neo. Do we have any Neo relics right now? Exi. Interception. There's not really any Neo relics. Unless we go Steel Path, Survival. Or defense. Oh, defense is actually goated right now, right? Because we have 3 waves only. Is there any defenses? Mobile defense, no. Okay, the other ones will be coming later. Can you farm with me the Neo X1 relic, please? Sure. I will get you in 1 sec. Deciding. Splash in. Go. Neo X1 means interception though. Interception is it's aight. It's aight. You can do like 2 waves. It's not necessarily speed farming, so title is wrong, but title is wrong anyway. Because I was doing weeklies. Okay, so I did send you an invite. I'll wait for a bit, and otherwise I'm just starting something. Something is better than nothing. Saturn Sabotage is the new one, so that doesn't work. So rescue, we can do the rescue. Let's just do lit. Then I'll let Alaka Frame decide which is the highest plat. Apparently it's the Kogaki Gauntlet. I'm running Radiance, you guys can do whatever. No hyper farming today, we are just chilling. It's all about those chill vibes. Clickbait, I'm quitting. No, no. Don't. Only have 1 relic. Ooh.
There is a prisoner here that is vital to our operations.
No
Search
hyper
for the
farming.
holding location.
Nice spelling mistake, brother. We do be blasting.
Find the captain as soon as you can. We don't have much time.
People also play dark first to like crack the crates. I don't know.
Enough reactors to open.
I feel like Thermal Sunder is a little bit more reliable to me. Honestly, it's whatever. Crazy tile set right here. Nice one. Instant ciphers, baby. That's how we like it. Titania Dark first, I thought this was lackluster. It's like, you need relics to open relics, so you only get the one drop. True. Atlas. The man, the myth, the legend.
Escort mission complete. The hostage is safe now.
This is also a feature of Lacquer Frame, by the way. You can see which part is worth the most platinum. It's kind of helpful. A lean on Saturn. Wave defense, you get relics the first two. Yes. Capture missions in the void is the easiest way to get relics. I'll be on in about an hour if you want to check out the Babao insta-kill. Ooh, yeah, you left the comment on my new video. That'd be great. I don't know if I'll still be on, but if I am, definitely squad up and show me what it's all about. Must be some weird like integer overflow kind of nonsense where it's like I'm trying to calculate negative numbers, but I can't. I'm a computer. Everything is computer. I can't calculate negative integers. Oh, what the fuck? Swap it around to an X. Our best Axie relic is an F3. Chat, maybe getting a Fullman Prime receiver. Amber, you said. Amber, I have some. Oh. Purple Jerry loves integers. Let it be known. You and me both. I will try to look into EE log because I do think it's funny in a way that you have this system where you can actually see if you're dealing quadrillions of damage.
There is a large platoon of Grenadier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
I am detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track
Wait, I'm not flying. Wrong button. Now we're flying. We're flying way too fast. That's better. I need some more duration on this titanium, it feels like. Maybe I should start. I'm getting this weird intrusive thought, right? Like someone here in the game is asking for a Zaku Prime blueprint. For some reason, my mind went to like, I should start my arc of becoming the Mr. Beast of Warframe, just giving away shit. Just Mr. Beastify Warframe. Casey Oil Corner and it. Mr. Beast of Warframe gives away every prime set. The thing is, honestly, like I'm at this point in the game where I'm like, I don't need anything. Do you need it? Sure, you can have it. Just everything is philanthropy, basically. Praying they only patch the afflictions part of the blood altar nicks. I think I saw that build when Asian Phasions covered it, like a long time ago. Like a couple of months ago when the Nyx rework happened, I think I saw the build for it. The original one with daggers and afflictions or whatever, and then the weird snapshotting. The thing about those kinds of builds, right? You get a shit ton of damage, sure, but it's also so much effort. Like quality of life wise, it's kinda ass. Like you need this exact thing, you need this exact thing, you need to do all of this mumbo jumbo, and then you will have big PP damage, very fun. But it's so much effort. Just give me something that nukes. Done. It's also why I've been contemplating swapping, well, not swapping, but like changing the content I put out more towards quality of life builds. Something that's efficient, speedy, easy. Something along those lines I think is more interesting to people. Well, not necessarily more interesting, but it's just more useful to people than look at this weird build that can hit damage cap. It's like, sure. Highest amount of EHP a target has nowadays is like 200 million, so you don't even need to deal billions. For Grenier defense. That's a shame. Oh my god, there's void captures. Neo void captures. Okay, and we can run a couple of Saku relics. Let's go. This is goated, baby. We're getting relics by completing the mission, and this is most efficient relic farming. Is doing the mission where you get relics in the first place. This is great. I put one together a couple of days ago. It's honestly way too easy to do. I get 500 million damage, 50 meter nuke without line of sight every 10 seconds. Quality of life too. But man, the next gen.
You are here to find our target and
I look
bring
more
them to
into
the
it
extraction
because it's been a while since I looked at it. I did get that video in my recommended, but I didn't have time to look at it. Okay. Doesn't matter that you didn't put the relic. We'll get it on my relic anyway. Oh yeah, I need to mod my titanium for more duration next run. Try not to forget that.
Mission complete. The captain has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
this up. Corrupt. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. They don't do the thing. Guys, they didn't do the thing. They didn't go yellow. My life is ruined. There they go. There's some yellow dudes. That's what I like.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is
Quality of life tip on Titania relic farming is only equip a melee because it increases your chances that the relic buff will be ability range and strength. Which makes the rest of your mission easier to complete. Most efficient based gameplay. Lance. Welcome back, Mellow Mode. But yeah, Connor, I will look into that Nyx build. Because it does sound interesting. Look at that. streamer luck. Streamer luck, baby.
mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Let's see, Lupus Blood Altar, 5 times heavy attack with Akina. I guess any dual dagger, mind control, and then your guy does a few 100 million damage per shot for 90 seconds.
Navigation has been updated with new invasions. Chaos is spreading.
So you're telling me you get a walking nuke? Hold up. I'll check it out in the stream, or maybe in a bit. But there's no point in the video if it's already covered, you know. And maybe down the line in like months when people have forgot about it. It's usually my sweet spot. Covering things that have been good in the past, but people have forgotten. Someone was asking for Equinox parts, so... I can demo it later. Pretty sure Ninjas and Futang did videos on it. Yeah, Asian Invasions as well. It's definitely getting patched. We'll have to see though. They are not... I don't know. They're... If it's really, really busted, maybe. But there's so many broken interactions. It's crazy. People will just go to the next best thing. I still think the most insane bug is Zephyr, which I found out about myself. I think there's like a handful of people that know it because I've been dropping it here and there, but it's not widespread knowledge, and I don't want it to be. I'm gatekeeping this one. Take this E3 though. Who does your editing? I love this question. Myself. Thank you. I edit everything myself, and most of the like crop outs, overlays, things like that are like own made effects that I made myself that I can reuse. So I'm slowly growing like a personalized library for Mostly Warframe specific special effects and things.
You are here to find our targets and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Still forgot to mod for duration. You guys remember, I have temporal amnesia. Forgive a friend for having temporal amnesia.
Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
My god! Hell yeah. I'm glad you're gatekeeping Zephyr knowledge. As an Ivara Grimoire user, less Zephyrs is always good. Fair enough. Less Zephyrs because your Grimoire gets screwed up by tornadoes, or what's happening? Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. You should drop the bug for us in chat. Oh my god, I don't even have the fucking relics. There we go.
Your relic is opened.
Mesa or Atlas? Mesa's actually worth more. It's crazy. Damn.
Mission complete.
Tornadoes make 99% damage, 40% instead. It eats the alt fire bubble. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Mellow mode glazing the editing. I'm not on Kai levels yet. We're getting there, we're getting there. What app do I use? I use DaVinci Resolve, but I do have the paid version. But I started out using the normal version, which basically served me well until I had to do some optimized like stuff. And I was like, I might as well just splurge the cash on it because duration, my guy, goat, the goat. I would have forgot. I would have forgot again. Duration. Okay, I can drop expertise for streamline. And that already solves a lot of duration issues. Fortitude. Drop fortitude for blind rage. I have a shit ton of energy anyway. I should be okay. And if I use streamline, I should be good. Yeah, I'll go like this. I'll go like this. Sure. Yeah, this seems better. Okay. Mod for duration. Connor was also good. Oh yeah, Wisp. Cora. Oh yeah, Wisp Prime Blueprint on Neo. Sure. There you go. Constitution, maybe. Just watch your Zephyr video and really enjoyed it. Thanks, Albert Einstein. Never imagined that Albert Einstein would watch my Zephyr video and enjoy it. That's a big compliment coming from the guy himself. Thanks for figuring out general relativity and shit, by the way. That was some good stuff. Navigator energy, yeah. Zephyrs ruined my Belly of the Beast gameplay.
You are
Horrible.
here on a
So
capture
much
mission.
DPS
You
loss.
must find, capture, and
Uh-huh.
extract our target.
Zephyr do be that Belly of the Beast meta though. Finally Zephyr usage.
Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
I have no radiance. Can't see how long the duration of my spellbind is. Oh, 15 seconds. Look, that's a lot better. Than like 4 seconds or something. Fingers crossed, baby, for that Wisp blueprint. Give away that gold bar to someone in chat. I guess in theory, if someone from chat in the party gets my gold reward, we get 2 because they can pick it and then I can trade it to someone in chat. Amazing. Ooh, someone left. Nice. Did he DC? Or just... Guess I don't know. Disconnect might be worth waiting, but otherwise it's like, sorry, my internet had an issue. Okay. Unable to join. Now we have to complete. Didn't get our part anyway. Brr. No, I was serious compared to what I be making. I've been putting in a lot of time, but at least it's nice to like see that people appreciate it. Whenever I'm interacting with like if I'm having a gaming sesh with Well Played Ninjas, he always mentions that I should be getting that Warframe creator invite, but I'm not in the creator program yet, boys. Give that stream a like, maybe they'll see the streams. Or maybe I should just go into Destiny 2 content, get a huge following, like 200k, and then you'll be instantly accepted into the Warframe creator program if you just go from Destiny with 100k subscribers to streaming Warframe for the first time. And then you make a video called I played Warframe for the first time, and then you make some dumbass thumbnail with someone going like fucking like a soy boy face going oh, and then you instantly get accepted into the creator program. It's crazy. Not annoyed at all, by the way. It's all good. Okay, let's get another wisp going. I meant to ask, where was the damage calculator I used in the Zephyr video? Yeah, I just did some dumbass quick ChatGPT coding session for that. I'm not the best coder in the world, but I am able to like draw up some shit and bug fix stuff if it's not making sense. So it was basically a collaborative project with ChatGPT to create a quick calculator for that Zephyr damage. So it's there somewhere, but yeah.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
What streamer could I be referencing? I don't know, man. There's so many Destiny 2 streamers that went Warframe. So there's just too many to actually... I wouldn't even mean one. It's just all of them. All of them get some, like, I don't know. DE just serves them on a golden platter to the Warframe community. They're like, look at these Destiny 2 streamers playing Warframe. Isn't that crazy? Wow. It's also why in new videos that I upload, you can look at the hashtags for the new Zephyr video, which I did. You will see that I have a hashtag Destiny 2 in there. Because I was like, you know, may as well just profit off of it. Put Destiny 2 in tags. Get into those search results. YOLO. Gotta cheat the algorithm. Hardly heard you. What was the name of the app you used? Yeah, Aleka Frame. Like Purple Jerry said in chat. Trumna 7. Trumna. Don't have the blueprint yet.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Oh, name of the editing app. DaVinci Resolve. DAVINCI Resolve. RESOLVE. I do have a Zaku Prime blueprint to give away to chat if anybody wants it. So that's one of the things we got so far. Maybe I should get a quick notepad to write down what I get so I know what to trade to chat. Better than CapCut, oh for sure. Even the free version of Resolve is very powerful. What I will say is that its UI and user experience is horrible, but if you're used to Warframe UI and the Warframe experience, you will be loving it. So it's exactly the same. Horrible UI experience. Menus and menus and menus. Nested menus for miles to see. Do you like nested menus? Because we did nested menus in your nested menus. Oh, look at that. Almost 100% ability range and strength. That's cool. So easy. Oop. It's like some of the music creation software. FL Studio. Man, this is a crazy drop. Do you like Forma?
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Destiny kind of died. Tried doing Destiny content for a year, but didn't pan too well. Fair. I don't know. A lot of these games are dying, and sometimes if you're making content on stuff, it's literally like, I don't know, man. For me, it panned out quite okay. It's still hard to grasp numbers sometimes. I also don't want to toot my own horn too much, you know. It's not what I like to do. Just do my own thing. Just make content I enjoy. Try to teach people about this funny old game called Warframe, and that's all I want to do. That was my last W2. I have one more. Okay. No problem. Maybe he needs the Wisp chassis? The amount of forma that was had there. Bro, we can't even craft that many forma. That's 6 days worth of forma. If you can get all of it. Look, I do appreciate that they put in the silver blueprint for the forma, right? To get 2, but
You are here to find our target and bring them
is
to
it really solving the issue? Is it really solving anything? I don't know. I don't think so. I think the main issue is that we cannot craft more than 1 a day.
Success. The captive
It's
is
easy
safe
to
and
farm more than 1 a day.
Just
It's hard to craft more than 1 a day. We can't. Unless we dump platinum. But I guess you just need a way to extract platinum from the market. Otherwise everything is inflationary forever. You will end up paying like 700 platinum for everything, and then in-game, like the market for platinum by DE makes no sense, because then they will not sell any platinum because everybody has so much. If Orc and Cataclysms are still 20 platinum in a purely inflationary system, that makes no sense. They will have to jack up the Orc and Catalyst prices to like 200 platinum at some point. I do not have enough relic things, so let's go back. Backtrack. I love backtracking. Don't you love backtracking? I do. They also just don't convert, do they? Whatever, let's go to extraction. Three more relics. Are they here at the end? I doubt it. There's 1. There's 2. We got it. Let's go.
The relic
We
is
didn't get it.
open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Whoa. Warframe leaving mathematicians scratching their heads trying to figure out what functions.
Mission complete. Excellent
I have 10
work.
forma blueprints and 3 crafted. It did not solve anything, except I never run out of blueprints now. Exactly. Only problem I have is that people are getting access to faster steel path and endgame, in my opinion. At least it's not as horrible as Destiny did. Will they get high level stuff without exploring the system? I'm not too well versed in Destiny's endgame and stuff, to be honest. Radiant was a lie. It was all a lie. This should allow players to sell cosmetics stuff they don't want anymore. for platinum or to other players? At least Warframe's endgame is free. Very biased opinion. As a player with 2k hours in both games, I've spent more time in Destiny than basically all of my games combined. Still have the cape I bought in Warframe 9 years ago. True.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
To other players for platinum. It would be cool if we could sell cosmetics to each other. But in a way, it's also... I don't know. The way the market is quote-unquote regulated at the moment by DE is fine, in my opinion. Like, you farm platinum to spend it in the in-game market for cosmetics that you want. So you still more or less trade for the cosmetics. It's just
The captive has been escorted to the extraction
not directly.
point. Well done. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
I don't have any of the stuff I bought 8 years ago in Destiny 2. So, what do you mean? Did they remove all of your cosmetics? That's crazy, bro. They could take a cut or a flat percentage of the top of the transaction. There's a lot of ways they could do that, yeah. I agree on that. Destiny statement and the importance of the beginning story that they granted.
Another job well executed.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried Destiny for a bit when it was free on PlayStation and then it just didn't click for me. It was also not clear what the gameplay loop was that I had to be doing to get better gear and things. It's like, what am I doing? I don't even know what I have to do here. It's just confusing to me. And that comes from a Warframe player, which is crazy. Destiny has so much time between DLCs that most of the time I just log in and did the dailies, then switch over to something else. I mean, that's sort of how my Warframe experience is nowadays, unless when I stream or record videos, it's like I log in to do the weeklies if I feel like it. And that's basically it. Like, I don't even do dailies, it's just the weeklies. So I spend 4 hours in Warframe, maybe at max, if I want to, a week, and I can keep up with what's going on.
The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Where's my reactant? Gotta give a man his reactants. Too fast for my own good. There's two. There we go.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Ooh, Wukong. That's massive. Warframe, at least there's so much content that unless you spend 2,000 hours, there's always something new to do. Yes and no. If you're really a long-time Warframe player like me, you do reach a point where it's the same. Like you're waiting on DLCs to drop because there's not really anything new to do or farm for. But it takes a metric ton of time to get there. Still got like one coat, a few guns. If you use prime sure footage, you won't stumble in there. I know. Or I cast my one. But I keep forgetting to cast the one. All they do is take. They don't do give. The liberty and depth Warframe gives without disrespecting the old systems is awesome. I don't... Yes and no. The old systems are there and they work for...
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here.
For new players they work, but for veterans I hardly engage in most of the old systems. Vault mods, I don't farm them. Sorties, I don't do them.
Mission complete.
Those are two examples, but there's more of those things. Like, now I don't like. I know I don't have all of the Kuva weapons, as I said earlier in the stream, but the Liches and the Tenet sisters. Once you have all of the weapons, do you really need to go back? Because nowadays you even have those elemental vices that you can use to change the element. So let's say the meta changes, you need another element. You only need to do the newest content to get a thing to change your element. So the thing is that a lot of these... Warframe has a big problem with content islands, where you play something that's new, it's fun, it's good, and then you complete it and you never really go back to it. Same with Circuit. If you finish Circuit and Deviri, you never really go back to it.
Another job well executed.
Nightmare mode also, yes, also something I never play anymore. Just make it Steel Path Nightmare mode, right? Like, why is there Nightmare mode and is it not on Steel Path? Yeah, exactly. When was the last time I farmed with Dragon Keys? I don't know. Years? It's crazy. See what's up. Meso or Lith? Could go back to Lith. Meso could also. Axipor. Everyone's always Axipor, that's fine. Meso then? Also get my notes app and write Vara chassis. Sure, I get it. I kind of spent A lot of time of extreme addiction. Warframe, then I drop it off for some time till the next stuff, then I catch my interest. Yeah. Relics is a good system. Relics indeed will never die. The thing is that they need some, I guess the temporal Archimedia and the deep Archimedia are good systems.
That our person of interest is in the vicinity.
The problem I have with them is I want to do more of it. Basically. Like, I do the weeklies, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a good time, I'm playing, I'm being challenged, I'm failing missions, it's good. I have to like rethink my builds, and then I'm like, okay, I want to do this again. I want to have this same experience again. And then of course I can play it again, but I don't get any rewards. So what the fuck? If I'm not incentivized in doing that, then why would I play it again if there's no rewards, right? That's kind of the shame. The shame about those new systems, the Archimedes. Passion frame is the fastest way to go broke. Bro, for real. Back in the day there used to be like a limited amount of things that you could buy. So it was, you could own all of the cosmetics, right? There was a time where you could own all of the Warframe cosmetics, but that time has long passed. There's so much stuff.
Mission complete. A captive upgraded. You will be reported for this town.
Where's my stream? It vanished. Also, how is chat feeling about the new the counterbalance mod? Primed counterbalance, bro. What is this? What are they cooking? It's not good food, I can tell you that. They're not cooking well. God. They're cooking some slop, bro. Primed steady hands, primed counterbalance. Bro, for real, prisoners get better food. Come on. Anyone else from chat wants to join? There's a spot free in the squad. Give me primed flawed sure-footed. Bro, imagine they release some April Fool's kind of nonsense where it's like you say primed flawed sure-footed and then it's a minus knockdown resistance, so you just get knocked down. Get knocked down extra. I think we have primed fast hands. I'm not sure about primed tainted mag. Quite sure we have primed fast hands though. Link in chat. Primed? Yeah, primed fast hands. I don't have primed tainted mag, but there's a primed fast hands. No problem, all good. Thank you for joining along. Just 5% worse than normal sure-footed, and it only drops when you get knocked down 3 times. Since we're in here anyway, the biggest feedback that people gave on that Warframe survey was the modding system. What do people in chat feel like about the modding system? What is the thing they don't understand or would like to see improved about the Warframe modding system? This may also be the wrong audience to ask, but especially if you're a newer player, what did you think was confusing or not? Okay. There's a mods rep set that someone asked for it to counterbalance the Riven negative status. That actually makes sense, yeah. Because you get a lot of Rivens that have like extra recoil and then you have no way to counter it. That actually makes sense. It's starting to click. I see. Okay. But still, it's kind of ass. Primed intensify. There's so many intensifies. I think primed reach or primed stretch rather. Possibly primed streamline, bro. Primed streamline would go hard. It even exists. There's primed streamline in the game, but it's only on the Chinese servers, I think. Modding is a lot to get into, but once you start to see how it works, it's pretty easy to use. Simple auto install. Oh my god. I must say that the auto install has been improved over time, but it used to be horrible in the beginning. After they added the in-menu fusing system, I can't think of anything that I'd change. Yeah, fair enough. I think it's such a core part of the game. If they need to rework it, they need to do it from the ground up, which would be insanity. Like that's almost impossible to do. I've been playing for about 1 month. I think the system is convoluted and bloated with lots of unnecessary fluff and some unexplained interactions, which the game should explain. In general, I found that Warframe doesn't explain things, so I need to watch a lot of guides. Yeah, exactly. I think the biggest part, the biggest problem is that there's no clear way in which modding is introduced. It's like, oh yeah, you can mod, good luck. And then there's no way. I think the biggest problem, which I also voted or voiced in the survey, is the following. What needs to happen in the arsenal is, let's say I'm modding this Glaive Prime. I think what needs to happen is that somewhere in here, there needs to be just, or wherever, there needs to be something where it tells you like how things are affecting your output damage. Like we see this total damage right here, and we see that we have these values, and this is that total damage. And then if we take off one of these mods, but let's say for instance I take off Primed Smite Orkin, right? I will see no difference in the damage, even though I know that there's a 55% damage multiplier being applied to this damage if I deal it to an Orkin faction target, right? So that doesn't get communicated. Like faction damage should be communicated, I think. Something along those lines. We should know more than just toxin puncture / impact. What also grinds my gears, this is something that Nev covered in one of his streams, and some of you may know Nev, some of you may not. He's another Warframe, very small Warframe content creator who's very knowledgeable about the game. I do have a collaborative video in the works with him, but what he discovered on one of his streams is that usually this was always called IPS for impact, puncture, and slash. And then since the damage rework, every client of Warframe has a different order in which these things are listed in the arsenal. It's either impact, puncture, slash, impact, impact, puncture. Like if you go to your own arsenal, you will see that this may be different. For me, it says puncture / impact on everything. For someone else, it will probably say like / puncture impact or whatever. It kind of grinds my gears, but yeah, we should have some extra stats here, like damage against Orkin, damage against Grineer, damage against whatever. And then what should also happen is if you see this number here, if I think of Primed Fever Strike, I see that I lose this 270, but where the hell does it come from, right? I don't see how this 270 is calculated. And then the only way to find out is if I put this on and I get all of these original numbers together, and then I look at this percentage, and then I know, oh, it's 165% of all of these base stats combined together, which makes this new thing. But then this new thing is another multiplicative layer on top of these three things, which I don't see. Why is this multiplicative to this? It's not communicated. Why is faction damage multiplicative to something else? It's not communicated. It just needs better communication on where the multiplicative damage is coming from. Like, damage buckets need to be explained. And this is something that I mentioned in one of my starter video guides or whatever that got like 0 views because most of my viewers are all in endgame. What did I have there? The faction mod. But yeah, that grinds my gears. Let me read chat for a sec. A wording rework, yeah, the wording. Damage calculation doesn't consider status on killer status that stack. No idea to spaghetti, but man, all of the augments should. Region gated mod. I didn't do anything to your comment, so that may have been YouTube just flagging you off. Primed stretch might be too strong, not gonna lie. Guess there's a reason there aren't any range arc on charge, yeah. The main issue is that few mods don't stack until you leave and reopen the menu. Explanations like combo count increases heavy attack damage. Exactly, something along those lines. It should be here somewhere. I know we have a million nested menus, but some of these nested things have helped in the past. Like, we didn't used to have this damage efficacy here, I think. That was after Jade Shadows a year ago where we got that. Things like this are good. We just need more of it in a better way. Multi-shot needs an explanation, exactly. If I go to any weapon that has multi-shot, the number of damage instances fired per shot without consuming additional ammo. Each damage instance has its own chance to apply critical hits or status effects. I mean, it's sort of explained, but also sort of not, right? The critical multiplier is also very poorly explained, how that scales. Come from PoE, so I wouldn't want to dumb the game down. I love the intricacy, but generally for PoE, you can go into PoB and it will generally give you an accurate breakdown of damage. Exactly, we need what I also... Yeah. There needs to be improvements made to the simulacrum as well, things like that. Spectral Serration gives 300% extra damage, but shows nothing in the mod tab until you're invisible, exactly. Things like that should be accounted for. How the mods are interacting should be explained too, exactly. Like combining. I know that there's... The thing is, there's a codex, right? And if you go to... People probably don't even know that. You have the mods, right now you know where to get them, but there's also like training upgrades mods here. It does explain some things. But people don't even know that the codex exists sometimes. Which is crazy. Improvements can be made. Okay. Let's do a couple more relic runs. Quick ones. Try different builds. Try some ninja action. Arcade impetus is here. It's an interesting one. Still have to capture, we do. Yeah, lots to be improved for the modding. Okay, Connor is hopping on, so let's link up in a sec. I have a little bit of time left, but I'm going in about half an hour-ish. MR23 never set foot in the simulacrum.
You must find, capture, and extract our target. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno. Change of plans. Ignore your original
It
objective.
turned into an exterminate. You what?
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and take a look inside. Enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Well, we managed to get there in the end.
Mission
Did you know that
complete.
there's a place where you can
Excellent work,
test
Tenno.
build? True, Codex does not have the info I'm looking for, yeah. That's exactly the problem. You gotta go out of your way on progression to do it. I definitely didn't like leveling the Safflon. That sucked. This bad boy sucked. I do agree. Back in the day, it was quite easy to unlock the simulacrum, and there was also just one map, so
You are here on a capture mission.
people have definitely
Find,
been using it
capture, and
more
extract our
in
target.
recent history, also because of all of the new maps, which were a nice addition, but I still want to be able to just spawn level cap enemies in simulacrum, please. Thank you. The only way you can reliably do that now is with funny ways. You can spawn level cap enemies in the simulacrum in funny ways.
The captive is safely in our hands.
I will not say too much more about that. It is possible, but it's quite cumbersome.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Oh my, what? Hello? Sure. I skipped half the map. Let's go. Almost like the guy that asked for one target in a game where they keep adding targets. Gets hard. Oh, you need the base simulacrum to access those other simulacrums? That kind of sucks.
You are here to find our target.
I guess I
and
understand
bring them to
why, because you need
extraction.
Samara's rep to understand about the simulacrum in the lore of the game. In-game name is same as my YouTube handle.
Is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened. Another job
Hello,
well
hello.
executed.
Is it? I don't know if it was the god. Horse noises. I don't know. Horse noises. Let me pull up my Dagoth. Dagoth. Love the fashion on this one, by the way. Oh, so good. So clean. Classic combo. Red, black, and gold. Can you spawn some fodder for weapon stacks before the Xmas, by the way? Sure. Get to the simulacrum. Place people wanna be. No face, no. There's no face there. Do we prefer any simu? I've been liking this one. Nice and small. You want some trash. I offer you trash. Good luck. Can't see. Change this. I want to look at this look and I can't. What do we use? Burst. Okay. What about bursting? Just let me know when you want those babao. Bubble bubble bows. Just the one. Okay, 1 sec. I'll actually get my pet off too, because it's interfering. There's everything. And then we get 1 babao. A single one. Aha. Simple one. Okay, one more time. Well, let me have a good look. What's happening here? An interaction of your sides? The horses? Is it the horses? The goth meta? What? What's going on? Hold on. See you, Rosmedays. Have a good one. Thanks for joining on. Horses trip and do a bunch of damage and the attenuation can't proc fast enough. Horse then immediately shoot. Let's try this. Get some stacks on my, see if that's decent. That's decent. Get some stacks on my burst and science though, doing anything because these guys. True. I was like, maybe the sides hit them for the extra damage instance that they do. That's where my mind was going. Is there anything I need to mod the horses for? I don't get. I guess I don't. I need the augment for the 3 brave spirits. Immediately assume spectral form. Apply doom, kills outside of spectral. Okay, so spectral spirit you mean, right? That's the only Dagoth augment we have, so I guess so. 250 strength and duration. That might be a good one to aim for. I need more strength in that case. And drop this and do augur secrets. I could also do... I could do precision intensify for the funny. No worries, stream delay is a thing, it's fine. The horses seem to do the work on this. Let's see if you can actually do it without being stacked on anything. It's the flippin' horses, bro. It's the defense strip. You really need the 3 frame? Oh, you do. What? Do... Eh? Hold up. Do horses apply doom? Is that a weird interaction? Because my grave spirit just ran out. And it didn't do nearly as much. Like if I do horses only, it's like this. This is nothing. And then if I do 3 plus 4, it instant strips. What the fuck? The hell? Weapons and abilities to apply doom. I see. I see, I see. What if you do some crazy shenanigans with magnetic electricity and then just apply the spectral spirit and then the electricity procs just rip through it. Like you prime with magnetic with something that's modded for a shit ton of electricity. So it should be a secondary, because we have primed convulsion. Try it magnetic. How did that work? Did it burn through? Let's see. Definitely best status for weapon only kills on these though. Works solidly but doesn't catch much faster. Yeah, I think it turns into chip damage being good. So possibly this. Hiku with electricity. Just chipping. We have this to strip, and then we do. This is not nearly enough. Never mind. Yeah, exactly. We want to max those instances. Guess that's why you modded your bursten for electricity too. Problem is it turns into radiation for me. How do I solve that? Electricity there. Multi-shot because instances, so no acuity. We don't have any of these. We do want aptitude, just more upfront. I guess I go viral electric. No, viral doesn't do anything against him. Yeah, Steinex probably does the same thing because it's defense strip, right? I guess Jade also does the same thing, more or less. Ironically, just viral on the burst, and I see. Let's see, I don't need that if I'm using viral. Acceleration, maybe? Could go scope for the BD. Big time crits. That's still crazy to me. Yeah. So anything that defense strips. What's that attack from Hades? I don't know. If you mean Age of Mythology music, then yes. Anything that defense strips. Is there any other abilities that defense strip? There's Jade with the eyes. So it's all about defense strip then. I'll give you 20. I'll give you all of them. Do it. Oh yeah, pillage. Yeah, anything that defense strips is nice. Because it just gets through that initial shield, which is great. Because the health is not really the issue. The problem is that they already attenuate on the shields. This track touched me in place I was touched for years. Bro. Age of Mythology was a goated game, my god. And the original Age of Empires 2. Damn, those were the times. Prostakma. Try to. Versus also applied Doom and chunk some of the health. Yeah, exactly. They go through it, which is crazy because you have multiple of them. Let me just spawn a pack and see what it does. Does Nourish work on the horses? Wait, duck off. Even just like 30% of the health is a lot. Yeah, exactly. It's capped anyway at like 30% now. You can't one-shot them anymore, which kind of sucks. This is the way. Is there... Hold on. Do you want to... Oh, wololo. Do you want to listen to my idea? Okay. I'm just... We don't know what will happen, but try your horses into this. Oh, it doesn't replicate. Doesn't replicate. No. Shite. Yeah, I had Zat on my god. What could work? Zephyr often in ice is now a real option to be fair. Wouldn't Toxin go through shields completely? Yes. 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 Let's get some Toxin. Thera. Oh yeah, you're right. Theric strike. Thera strike is your subsume. You're completely right. Oh wait, this combines to gas. Never mind. That fucking sucks. I need to create blast toxin then. Drop this for blast. Okay. I don't know if toxin really does anything. Problem is the overguard where they already attenuate. Spawn some fodder shirt. We've done the secondary. Oh, on the Hiku with the tornadoes. Could, yeah. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, see, I think Toxin isn't... Toxin is the way to go. It's probably defense strip and just massive damage. Or at least damage instances. Give you 2 Babao. Yeah. Feral Strike Mirage. Looks like the play. Just shit ton of fire rate, shit ton of multi-shot. Let me leave Simu and go to base of operations for the Thera Strike on Mirage. I'll try that and then probably log off because it's getting late. And your boy needs sleep. Where can I put this Thera Strike nonsense? Maybe here on the Zatas, which is just nonsense. Any combo of defense strip and damage instances. Yeah, exactly. And the thing with Thera Strike is that it's instant. I feel like if you are using Jade for defense strip, it still applies damage as well, so it will ramp up attenuation, I guess. The Thera Strike is just one tap, done. Did I need synthetics? We overslayed a band for what builds? D. And I'm building in D. We all love building in D. Gaze with defense, yeah, instead of armor strip, I 100% agree.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks, if they could.
Zata Steinax, yeah. Yeah, I think the Dedicants or Dectilians are a little bit worse because you can armor strip them, sure, but then they still have a shit ton of health under there, right? With Babao, it's like 80% of their health is in the shields. Let me just check whether I can full strip, probably. I have a ton of... Yeah, that's 100%. Get some trash. Ooh. We get some Babaurs. Oh yeah, I have no range. I mean, not bad. It's melting through them quite quickly. I just need more range. This range fucking sucks. Get narrow-minded of. What am I doing? Prism guard? What's going on? No, I need total eclipse. And something else. Constitution is already in there. Kind of auger crap. More range, a little bit more range. 130 range, lower duration. Let me charge up some Incarnal. There we go. Imagine if Mirage could have Satas. This works a lot. Yeah, this works very nicely. I still like the goth thing a lot too. What's the goth subsume? It's the sights. No. So it doesn't help. Do I have a Stynex with Satan? Nope. I don't. The horses are just crazy. Then it's just about getting the damage instances. But if you have blast Satas, you're basically there. Just horses. Everything is gone. Bam this. Things start disappearing off the map. That's pretty good, man. Goss. Nyx. Yes, Nyx. Nyx has defense trip. You're completely right. I haven't played Nyx in years. So now defense strip. This. That is. We're spamming like that. This I have no clue. Sprint boost, I guess, for now. 130% is already enough. That's good. So then you can build some good range, which would be nice to have. Would you slot overextended? Mine at 60, 125 you couldn't, so you would need Umbral Intensify for that. Overextended means 95 and then Umbral Intensify, which I cannot fit right now, would be 139. For now, just use a normal continuity. Let's see what this does. It changes everything into health. That's horrible. It changes their entire health bar into health. Look at that shit. What? What do you mean? The hell? Why does that? What? It's just all health. Okay, we're getting into the spaghetti part of Warframe. It's time to stop. It's time to go to bed. Stripped shields and replaced with health. Yeah, exactly. I have no clue what's happening here. Well, that's a good bug to close out on, I guess. Guys, thank you for joining along in the stream. We did some relic hunting in the end. I still have a Zaku Prime blueprint and an Ivara Prime chassis to give away. If you want it, type something in the chat and I will go and trade it right now. Otherwise, you guys have something that you can bag about next time I'm live streaming, and I will be happy to provide. I will close off for the hardcore people. Shall I do it? Shall I do it? Shall I share the Zephyr bug? It's a quick one. The bug is basically, I can explain it in one minute. Let me see. Basically, the bug is, if you hold cast Tailwind, it counts as a drain ability, and this is the only ability in the entire game which has a hold cast drain, and it interacts with Arcane Steadfast in a weird way. If you hold cast it and Arcane Steadfast procs, you will forever have 0 energy cost, and you will not lose the target fixation buff even if you are standing on the ground for longer than 2 seconds. That's the entire bug. Just proc it by hold casting Steadfast and you're good to go. Anyhow, good luck. That was all. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. I'll see you around soon. And stay tuned for new videos coming out as always. Beauty pool Zephyr just got funny. Oreo. Okay, I'll see you guys.